welcome to another Looney Tunes review video. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing as it helps out the channel, and give this video a like if you do like it. So this is a review for What Makes Daffy Duck, released on the 14th of February 1948. It's the 514th in the series, and it's directed by Art Davis. You can currently find this on the Looney Tunes Platinum Collection Volume 2 Blu-ray set. I have a link below for that, and because I can't show you the full cartoon in this review for copyright reasons, just a very brief synopsis for you. So it's duck season, and that means Daffy Duck is a target. Both Elmer and a hungry fox are out to get him, but hey, we all know that Daffy's gonna outsmart the two of them.
Gold will change you like Mephisto. Remember that.
And with me today is my fellow hunter, Blue Genocide. Say hi.
Hi guys.
So we've got here a wonderful Art Davis short, which we'll discuss in a moment. I just wanted to quickly just go over a few bits of trivia that I managed to find for this one. So first up, this is actually the only time Art Davis would direct a short with Elmer in it, which, you know, which is kind of weird. But then again, his unit was cut short, so I guess it's not that surprising. Now, that gag involving that fake girl duck, that really funny one, which we'll discuss later on, that was very similar to a gag done in the Bob Clamper cartoon, A Coy Decoy, you know? I mean, we all know Daffy loves the women, right? The title itself appears to be a play on the 1941 novel, which ended up becoming a movie and so on later on, called What Makes Sammy Run. So, there you go. And this is also one of the rare times in the, you know, the Golden Age period at least, where Daffy's pelt is paired with Elmer, but without Bugs Bunny. Now, of course, there is also a pest in the house, but it doesn't happen that often. So, yeah. As for the cartoon itself, what did you think of this one, Blue?
I've seen this quite a few times. I couldn't tell you which home media release it was on, but I'm pretty sure that it was on something I owned, as I have seen this one quite a bit. I guess, it was I thought it was really good. I'm a big fan of like a lot of Davis's cartoons, I find, and this one was no different. I guess the only criticism I would give was that, honestly, I'd rather see Bugs in this type of scenario.
Okay. But in this case, I quite like it, and Davis was really more about the gag, I feel, and I think it was just like, all right, well, I've got to make a Daffy, so I'll just put Daffy in it. Or it could be that because his unit was fairly new, he couldn't use Bugs Bunny earlier on.
It.
So maybe that's probably why he had Daffy in here instead of Bugs. Because, yeah, now that I think about it, you're probably right. This might actually work that a little bit better with Bugs. But as it is, I still think it's pretty good. And finally, we've got a restored Art Davis short. I mean, I'm surprised that not many of them have been restored. And, it's good to see one that's actually...
There aren't too many offensive gags in a lot of these Davis shorts, so it's kind of surprising to me that with the short filmography that Davis had, that they weren't some of the first to get out there on disc. But I guess because of that, they're more obscure than other directors' shorts, so I guess that's probably why.
Well, there is a second thing, though. Around this time, and I mentioned this in a previous review, Warners were... aside from processing the cartoons in Technicolor, they were doing some in Cinecolor, which was an inferior process. And you can imagine restoring the Cinecolor ones that may be more problematic too. So my guess is that a lot of it has to do with the whole Cinecolor versus Technicolor thing. But I'm not a restoration expert. If you are and you're watching this, let me know if that sounds about right or not. But I mean, taking a look at some of the gags in this one, I mean, one of my favorites here is that, why does the boat have a plug? When I saw that made me laugh a whole lot more than I think I probably should have. Like, really? Why has it got a plug in there? I don't know. And of course, the whole idea of Elmer dressing up as that girl duck and trying to seduce Daffy, and then the girl duck is then captured by the fox, and just Elmer's expression when he's revealed to be Elmer. I mean, what did you think of those gags?
I really like them. I really do like the dynamic of this short, like having two characters for our primary protagonist, in this case Daffy, to go after him was a really interesting concept. I almost kind of wish again that they did something similar for a Bugs cartoon. Like imagine having Sam and Elmer after Bugs in the same original series run.
Yeah, could be interesting. I mean, the closest I think with Bugs would be stuff like it's on the McKimson shorts, where there'd be like like two French chefs or the two hillbillies in hillbilly hair, that kind of thing.
And those are
But I
some
get
of the
what you're
best
saying.
McKimson shorts.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to do that one, definitely. And I know you're probably going to be screaming to get on
Oh
that
yeah,
one.
you are not allowed to do that one without me. French rarebit and hillbilly hair. Yeah, you cannot do those without me.
Wonderful. Now you did point out something because we're still going to talk about an Art Davis short here about how the animation seemed a little different to you. I mean, is it because it was more rubbery than maybe you're used to?
I would say yes. The cartoon does come off as very rubbery. I don't want to say. I don't think the word is cheap. I think that it looks like there's a little bit of less frames in there, or at least they hold on a couple frames a little bit longer than normal. Because it's definitely not as smooth as like a normal theatrical short of this era. But I don't think it's a bad thing either, and it works pretty well here. It's just not something I'd prefer over the normal way, I would say, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Sure. And I think, and one thing I've learned, which is interesting, and Austin pointing this out to me, is that Art Davis didn't really enjoy directing. He preferred being an animator, so maybe he was just experimenting with a few things on an animator's level. So who
Well,
knows?
it's a good, yeah.
But did you have a favorite scene in this one?
That's kind of hard because I do like a lot of sections of this cartoon. I guess my highlight is definitely when the fox drags off the girl Elmer in the girl duck disguise.
Yeah,
And it's also,
cool.
I think I noticed too, little innuendo about Daffy in the apartment thing. That was pretty risque for the time.
I can get you a screen test with Warner Brothers. You'll be rich. You too can have a swimming pool. Beautiful paintings. Which reminds me, I have some lovely etchings up in my apartment. Wait right here. I'll bring them down.
And what about the twist ending? Did you like the twist at the end where it becomes fox hunting, but then it's
I would say that I didn't think it was that great because I mean I guess I've seen some of these cartoons that I assume that if one animal is hunting the other or like there's a hunt going on that it's going to switch towards the end and the hunter is going to become the hunted, and I guess I've just seen too many cartoons for that ending to really work on me, but it's not a bad ending either. Just
sure.
eh.
No, that's okay. So just to wrap it up, I mean, what score would you give it? Because personally, I'd give it an 8. I think it's a very solid cartoon. I think it's very funny. I mean, it's worth it for the girl duck scenes alone, if nothing else. But what would you rate it out of 10?
I'm going to give it a 7, just a little bit lower because there's a lot of great cartoons and we haven't seen a whole lot of them, and you can't just be handing out 8s and 9s to everything, in my opinion.
No, I've done a few 7s and 6s. I have indeed, but
I'm a little harsher.
but because I think the issue is that we're getting to a point now where there's going to be so many masterpieces that
enjoy it because by like 1955, 1956, it's going to be 3 out of 10, 3 out of 10, 3 out of 10.
Oh boy. Oh well, I mean, like I keep telling people, I've endured Buddy, but I'm pretty sure I can endure that. So
I don't know. It could be close.
Well, at least they're going to be artistically bad. But we'll wrap it up here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and until next time, take care.
Obviously, I am dealing with inferior mentalities.